What are the real reasons that autism rates are up in the United States? Today in my speech, I want to convince my audience that there are different reasons which can cause the growing rates of the ASD in the United States. According to an article on New York Times Magazine written by Emily Antes on March 23, 2023, the rise does not necessarily mean that autism has become more common among children. It could stem from other factors such as increasing awareness and screening. So let's go ahead and dive in to understand the real reasons of the growing rates of autism. According to another article written for NBC News by Area Bendex in January 25, 2023, autism rates have tripled. So what are the reasons? First reason, as I mentioned before, is the growing awareness and screening in this spectrum. So now doctors are more knowledgeable about autism, and diagnoses are becoming more correct in this spectrum. And not only doctors but parents are more knowledgeable now, and they can recognize the early signs of autism in their children too. So another reason is, of course, genetic reason and environmental reasons. So genetic reasons are driving about 40 to 80% of ASD risk, and some environmental reasons are very low birth weight, maternal diabetes or immune system disorders, and prenatal exposure to air pollution. Of course, there are many other reasons, but let's go ahead and introduce how can parents recognize the first signs of autism in their children. So the first signs of autism is can be seen by the age of 3. Sometimes children can display signs until their first birthday. Early signs of autism are avoiding eye contact until age of 9-month-old, not responding to his or her name until they are 9-month-old, not showing facial expressions like surprised, happy, sad by the age of 9-month-old again, using few or no gestures by the age of 12-month-old, and not sharing interest with others by the age of 15-month-old. Many children can receive a final diagnosis until they are adults. This may happen too. So let's go ahead, and now I want to introduce you some myths about autism. I'm sure you have listened about this too. First is that autism is a disease. Autism is not a disease, and it can't be treated by medicine or any pills. It can be, doctors can help autistic people only with treating them by some therapies. Second is that autism is caused by vaccines. I have listened about this a lot. Autism is not and can be caused by vaccines. This has been proved by many researchers. Another myth is that only boys can be autistic. This is of course not true. Girls can be autistic too. Bad parenting can cause autism. This is another myth that I have heard, but this is not true too. What can we do to help autistic people to feel more comfortable, to feel more welcome in our society? Giving more opportunities to individuals with autism to express themselves will help us to create a society with less fears and more acceptance and tolerance. What we need to do, we need to be more patient, we need to be more tolerant while communicating with autistic people, because yes, they are different, but they are amazing, they are awesome. I have a friend who is autistic, and he is amazing. Interacting through physical activities. They like to interact through physical activities, like to run or to play a physical game. They love showing when you are showing your love and interest. Sometimes autistic people like a lot of hugs. They are autistic people which doesn't like when somebody touches them, but some of them likes a lot of hugs, a lot of kisses. So they love when you show more love and interest in them, and being affectionate and respectful. Creating better physical environment for people with ASD is another way to support them. That means avoid loud noises, turn off the lights. They don't like light. They like more dark rooms. Make the room safe and comfortable for them. So I introduced you the short description of ASD and the reasons of the growing rates of autism, and I hope my speech gave you a new approach to this topic. The biggest reason of growing ASD is the increased awareness and knowledge. We all understand that autistic people are a part of our society and they need our support and respect. So please, let's accept, let's do not panic. Let's be tolerant and respectful, and we can make a lot of important attitudes.